The last few weeks we've been traveling around Australia along the coast, but now it's time to explore something completely different. We're going into the bush in the outback, off the grid, and we're gonna see if we can become naked farmers. We are Nick and Linz. For the last 5 years, we have been traveling to some of the most amazing nature places on the planet. And now we embarked on an epic journey to experience naturism in every continent of the world. Subscribe and travel along with us. Right now we are in Australia.
If you've been following our Australia series, you might think that you recognize Wilma the van behind me. But that's not right. A couple of things didn't work out in the last week. We ended up in Brisbane where we rented this van. It's quite similar like Wilma, but it's not her. In fact, it's Dorothy. We called her Dorothy. It was a suggestion of somebody. I think it's a really good name. And if you know why I think that, leave it in the comments. Let us know if you find the link. This place already looks like a farm. It's a campsite we found last minute when we arrived late in Brisbane. But I don't think we're allowed to be naked here, so let's find ourselves a naked farm. This starts to look very Outback-ish. What do you think?
Yeah, no, it's true. We haven't seen a car or a single person since we left the supermarkets, which is the full 45 minutes. Now we are on the Outback, or in the Outback. We're on dirt roads.
We are finally in the Australian Outback.
What a ride, right?
It was quite a ride. But we're gonna stay here for 48 hours and we are not gonna wear any clothes. This is much better.
What's the plan?
Try to get in.
Don't let them escape. My big dream for when we ever settle down is to start our own farm, to grow our own vegetables and to raise our own animals. Basically, like what they do here at Bear Camp. There are a couple of reasons why I really want a farm, and especially I want a farm that is far away from people. So the first reason is that I can just go outside. I don't need to worry about clothes. I can just say hi to the animals in the morning. It's so freeing. Hi, good morning. Hello. See? Hi, they're just super cute. So this pig was raised by hand. So that is the reason why she's over social. She really loves cuddles.
I've had her since she was 2 weeks old and I've raised her since 2 weeks old. So she's a very loving pig. Yeah.
She's big.
Yes, she is. Big girl.
She is.
Big girl. And she loves her mud puddle.
Yeah?
Yeah. Goes for a swim.
Oh, there she goes.
Yeah, she loves it. Such a happy pig. Hi, are you jealous? Yes, love. Yeah.
You want a hug? You want a hug?
And just like the owners are doing, I would definitely do the same. So they are building like these bedrooms, and not only the bedrooms, they also created this playground for the animals. I would definitely do the same. And there's just always something to do on the farm. You never, ever get bored. And even, for example, if you are hangover in the morning, you have to get out of bed because the animals, you need to feed them. And I think it's in my DNA. My grandparents, they had a farm. And I think, yeah, it's in my blood. What you doing?
Lindsay and I agree on a lot of things, but where we will eventually settle down, if we ever settle down, that's something, it's still a point of discussion. You see, how much I like nature, I also like huge cities. I like the ambience, I like the noise, I like the smells of a city. So I'm not sure if living off the grid would be something for me, but I gotta say, like, waking up with these animals is a lot of fun. Who's a cute goat? Who's a cute goat? I could do this all day. Maybe we just change the video and make a goat video today. If you would like to see a goat video, let us know in the comments. Oh.
Oh, Nick. You're having a tea party.
Having a meeting.
They are convincing you to open a farm.
You take the minutes. You give the presentation. Did you bring a PowerPoint? Did you bring a PowerPoint?
Nick, I think it's pretty obvious that you also want a farm. It's pretty obvious. The animals just love you. And you love the animals. See? Look at them.
Before we spend the whole day playing with the goats, I will give you a quick tour of the property. It's not really a resort tour because it's not such a big place, but it has a couple of very cool elements. Like here, for example, behind me, this is the place where the owners live. It's a tiny house and it has this really Western feel. It probably reminds me of one or another movie, maybe Mad Max. And when you arrive here, you get the idea that somebody might step out with a shotgun and say, "What y'all doing on my property?" That was American English. "What are you doing on my property, mate?" I really suck at accents. Anyway, right next to the house is the shower, and that's really nice. It's an outdoor shower.
Living off the grid forces you to be creative. For example, this shower. So if you take a shower outside, the water goes through the ground into the veggie and spices garden.
This whole place is completely self-sustainable, by the way. The electricity comes from a lot of solar panels on the roof of the garage, and all the water is rainwater that's being filtered to make it drinkable. And then there are, of course, camping spots. This place is available on HipCamp. In case you don't know it, it's a website. It's like Airbnb, but for camping, where you stay at people's places. We will put a link in the description. And there's also some farm life on the camping spots. I'm happy we're not staying in this camper.
Did you show them the toilet already?
Not yet, we'll show you the toilet. That's really cool.
Ah, there's a snake! Ah!
Ooh. It's a small snake. I think it doesn't look poisonous. I'm not sure, but I think small snakes you can catch now. I'll try. You see, I was right, it's not a poisonous snake. Mostly because it's a rubber one they use to keep the toilet paper in place. I gotta say, when we arrived, they told us about the rubber snake. If they hadn't, it probably would have scared the shit out of us. But anyway, this is the toilet. It's a compost toilet, but it has a view. Look, if you close the door, you still get a view over a big part of the property. Just for the record, if you ever come to Australia, you should never try to catch snakes with your hands. It's really not a good... There's a
goat in our camper.
Where are you?
On the bed.
What are you doing on our bed? Really? Come. Come.
Come here.
Oh, did she get in there?
Yeah, she got.
I heard her.
Hi, come here. Come here.
You're going to have to go in your other house, I think.
This is part of farm life. Did you just put the goat in our camper for the video?
I did not. No, I did not. I did not. She just loves us.
But as I was saying, don't catch snakes with your hands in Australia. It's very dangerous, and it's the main reason why we have avoided going out of the electric fence most of the time. Even though snakes can obviously get in, but Australia has a lot of weird animals. Ever since we arrived in Australia, we haven't been able to get rid of the idea that there are quite some animals here that can easily kill us, especially here in the Outback. But it would be such a shame to just hang around the farm when there's 140 hectares of wilderness to explore. So we plucked up our courage and ventured out. On my side is the swimming pool of the property. And somebody once told me that she goes in every swimming pool she can.
Really?
Of course.
But the owner said that it was fine. But I don't know. What do you think?
This is not crocodile territory.
No.
There are no crocodiles here. I've seen the dogs play in it several times before, so it should be possible.
Maybe later. Maybe I need some Australian wine to encourage me first.
Test the water.
Okay. I'm not gonna swim in it. I'm just gonna dip my toe in it. Is that okay? Is that enough?
This is when I regret that we don't have live reaction on YouTube videos, so I could let you vote if she has to swim or not. But yeah, it doesn't happen, so.
So what do you say? Is it enough?
Try, we see what happens.
Yeah, come here. Actually, it's quite nice. Is it?
It is nice.
It is nice.
It is nice water.
Oh, no, I can't. I'm scared. You go.
I might go for a swim.
Oh my god.
It gets colder.
So it's the cold that scares you, not the animals or the potential animals? Oh! He's in.
This is nice. You know, the way we are camping here in the safe environment is not really living in the outback, but I think swimming in this is pretty hardcore outback. There's a lot of wildlife, or there's supposed to be a lot of wildlife in these forests. We heard about dingoes, which are kind of wild dogs, but they're also real wild dogs. And there are kangaroos, there are emus, a lot of animals, but none of these pretty much concern me. The ones that do concern me are snakes, because they can be very aggressive, and spiders, and especially the black widow. And here in Australia, they call the black widow the redback. For some reason, they have a different name in Australia than everybody else in the world. But here's an interesting fun fact: if a man gets bitten, the first signs you see is that your testicles get really, really big. So we came up with a plan. We're gonna sell black widows in our web shop. If you want to buy them, we're just gonna put a link in the description. That was a joke, of course. You shouldn't mess with black widows. And I'm not certain how what the actual threat is of getting hurt by animals, because a lot of people live here in the Outback. And for me, it has a bit of a double feeling. Of course, we like to be naked in nature. It grows the connection with nature. And in this climate, it's actually a lot better than wearing clothes. But of course, it also has this vulnerability. I think if we would be attacked, it would be so much easier for an animal to attack us when we are naked than when we would be wearing clothes and protective shoes or whatever. So I'm not really sure if I would want to become a naked farmer in Australia.
Are we lost?
I don't know.
I think we are. I truly think we are.
Can we retrace our steps?
We should sniff it, like the dogs do. Or we can just keep going and see where we end up. I don't like these. I think we're lost. ¿Qué pasó?
The trail is gone. So far the trail.
Yeah. Turn around.
We will have to retrace our footsteps. Maybe we're not good in finding tracks, but at least we can find tracks back. Well, I hope we're not there yet.
All right, I think we're back on the main track. Yes.
And this is exactly why having a large farm would be nothing for us. I can see the headlines already. Couple buys huge farm, has never been seen again.
Just when I thought that the scenery was becoming a little bit boring, we arrived at this place, and the first thing that pops into my mind is that it looks exactly like the elephant graveyard in the film The Lion King.
Whoa! It's really creepy, yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
This place is magnificent. It's so rough, it's so harsh. This is the Outback. This is more than the Outback that I had in mind. It looks, yeah, it also looks kind of creepy. I want to go take pictures here because I think you can take so many great Instagram pictures here, but I'm not really certain. Can we sit on those trees, or will something come out and eat us alive? Look, there are all these holes in the ground, and they could just be from water or from whatever, but could also be from animals, maybe snakes. I'm not sure. And in most occasions when we travel, we just try to trust on our instincts, but in places like this, I doubt that my instinct has any idea what it's talking about. Do you think that they have quicksand in Australia?
There's only one way to find out.
That's not the good attitude at all. I think that the owners would have told us, but maybe they haven't found it yet. They only live here for a year. The other day my mom told me that the things we do in our videos often scare her, but the fact that our videos are getting published, of course, mean that we survived it. I'm pretty sure that this is gonna be another one of those videos. If it ever gets published, of course. It's not even noon and it's already getting really hot. I wonder what people do with a domain this size. Like, what can you do with it? How do you maintain it?
Oh my god, that was absolutely amazing. And if I would ever be living on a farm, this one would definitely on my driveway.
We got a very accurate beer for the occasion. We didn't know from before, we just bought it because it's good beer. Anyway, we're gonna try to survive one more night in the Outback and then we have to hit the road again because we have a very long road ahead of us. But that's gonna be for our next video. So if you don't want to miss that,
make sure to subscribe to our channel, and if you like this video, thumbs up, and if you have a comment, please leave it in the comments. I will just see you next week.
Bye.
We're back, and my dad always told me, Linz, a promise is a promise. So I'm gonna keep my promise. I'm going in. Yeah. Oh. Dus de keer dat erin zit, is niet goed. Ik ga nu afzetten.
not sure if the drug was trying to tell us something, but I'm going out.